Sub players, we're here at Odense Regional, or we came back from Odense Regional, and Alan managed to win his very first regional. So congrats.
Thank you very much.
What deck did you play?
I played the Fire King Snake Eye Azamina deck. Just keeping on with the Snake Eyes until it gets banned. That's the deck I knew the most from previous formats because I haven't really played for like 2 months or so. So 2 weeks ago I went to locals for the first time in this format and tried it out. Was still pretty fun and was still competitive, so that's what I went with. This time around it's more of a budget version since I haven't acquired either Fuvelas or Impulse yet, so it's going to be very, very budget-like for some of the cards, at least for the modern cards that released.
Okay, well, let's get straight into it.
Yeah.
And we got the playmat and the deck box here.
Yeah. So standard, I play one of each Snake Eye. I still like this very much. And the Flambirds, of course, and then three Bonfire. I lend them, so the third one is it's not here, but I play 3.
Yeah.
Which you should. Fire King engine was really good. I decided to play 2 Kirin just to have less cards in the deck. It worked out pretty well. Not really complaining about that. Didn't really need the third one. Garunix, Avatar, and then 1 Alkanix.
Why only 1 Alkanix?
I couldn't get my hands on the second one, sadly. So it went with only 1, but
so
it seemed to work out. I would have wanted to play 2, but yeah, one was fine the entire tournament. I didn't really see it. I saw it sometimes in my opening hand as well, but usually I would destroy it with Garunix to get out the old Garunix to make Zombie Vampire, and then you would have it engraved for whatever. But it is really good because you can play around a lot of stuff if you draw it, and it's a decent normal summon.
Was there ever a moment where you actually really missed the second one, or was it fine throughout?
I mean, I didn't feel like I played only 1 this tournament because it didn't seem like a problem. I think I've even seen some lists only play 1, but I think it would be more correct to play 2. But it worked out fine today. Yeah. But in some instances, it probably would be better to play 2.
All right.
And then of course we have these 2. That puts the engine together.
Yeah.
Then there's Azamina Wanted engine. Like this.
Only 2 Deception?
I decided to play 2 Deception. Some people even play 1. I would never play 3. Sometimes it plays into Troll a little too much as a starter. But I think 2 is fine. Sometimes when I go second, I would decide to side 1 out because you just don't want to see it like that because it gives you sort of a minus in the beginning if it gets negated. So you want to have better going second cards that can swap off for value better.
Yeah.
So you'd rather just put it down with Witch.
All right.
Which you have 6 of, so it's already pretty good. It's really good that we have this engine. Really, really good. I liked it a lot. And just started to play because I only really knew the old cards. So that's the thing. I decided to play Silhouette Rabbit for today to sort of test it out because I hadn't really played with it, but in theory I felt like it was good. In hindsight, I would cut this and the Silhouette Rabbit for better cards, also for the extra deck because the extra deck is very tight. I didn't really get to use this today, so that was a stupid decision for me. Non-engine is 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Veiler, 3 Droll, which was really good today in the main. It came out clutch quite a few times. And then I played broke ass Fuvelas.
Still pretty good though.
I decided to main it instead of siding it because in the end it would almost always trade out for 1 card. And when it goes off against Jubel, or I actually also played against Birds today, which it would have been really good if I had used it.
Yeah.
So it usually gives you either trades off for itself or gives you a +1. So I liked it in the main. Also, if you have it going first, you can tribute it with Deception or discard it for Black Witch. Then 1 Impulse because I only could acquire 1 or get my hands on 1. Shoutouts to Anton.
Sheesh.
I'm insane!
I drew it once today. Yeah. And it skipped his turn. So
Nice.
I would have loved to play free, but
Yeah.
it was only one today. And then the call by. Because if I go first and they shifted me and I have this, I would have loved that. I didn't get shifted a single time today, so
Pretty good,
that
pretty
was
good.
also kind of part of the luck. But that's the main deck. I play 44 cards. Would have been 45 with the Alchemics, which I would put in, but it would have been 44 if I had put out the Azaroon, which I will be doing for the future. So it's still probably going to be 44.
Right.
Extra deck is 2 Azamina cards. Those are the ones you have to play. This one searches your deck, and this one gets you the negate so that you don't get fucked by Nib or something.
Yeah.
And you can put up your board. And even go in second when you get even lead or something. It's just a really good engine.
For sure.
Must play Zombie Vampire, Anima, IP, SP, Princess, Ambler Whale, 2 Charmers because Zombie Vampire is good, so you want to be able to put these off after you Zombie Vampire from your opponent's grave.
Yeah.
The Sunlight Wolf because you want Kieran back in your hand or Ash back in hand if you play against something like Labyrinth or Branded. It's really good to be able to recycle it. The OTK thing, did that a couple of times in later rounds. I love this OTK so much. And I decided to play Phoenix.
Yes, okay. Why?
Really like Phoenix. Usually in the Danish meta, Rogue is a big thing, so you will meet decks that will put up back row in some sort of way, and it just comes in clutch. Also, you can OTK easier on an empty board with these 2 cards.
Yeah.
So it has some really good utility, especially when you don't expect to meet the same decks all the time. So I really like Phoenix. And then the Silhouette Rabbit, which will be swapped out for probably a main deck Foucault.
Okay, you don't like the level 8 Fire King or the rank 8 Fire King?
So thing is, I haven't really tested it out, so I wouldn't really know how you would go on with playing it. So I'd rather play a deck that I'm more comfortable playing rather than putting in like the rank 8 or something where I would be confused about when to play it or how to play it. So I'd rather have something that I feel sort of familiar with.
Sure.
So that's why I didn't really play it, but it is going to be tested because everyone said I was stupid for not playing it.
All right.
Side deck.
Yes.
Cosmic, insane. Really glad I put this in last minute because I had a shit side deck before because 2-month break, so kind of a random side deck.
Yeah.
This was really good. Came in clutch a lot of times. Dark Ruler, I didn't want to get raped by go first hard decks. It's really good against Yubel. It's really good against a lot of decks that put on way too oppressive boards. Your engine can get you through something, but this just makes a lot of stuff easier. Also, if there were to be any stun decks that will play something like Vanity's Fiend or cards that just make your life miserable, this is also really good.
Yeah, okay.
Sided free Nip because I wanted to have it as a utility. Rogue, there would be a chance that I would meet something like Salad or something.
Yeah.
Where Nip is especially good. Didn't side it in a single time today. Didn't feel like it would made an impact on any of the matchups I had. But I think I would still side it just for the fact that it's Denmark and Rogue is everywhere.
Exactly.
Then I decided to play the 3-1 of Traps.
Really broken.
Really broken. Drew this twice, but apparently my full board was enough, so this didn't really do anything. And these 2 I didn't draw. I drew this once, going second against the Flunder player, but it didn't come up because I could use my engine. But these are really good. And I would not stop signing them, especially this one with the Fire King cards, because you can just keep on going and destroy their cards, and they're kind of having a rough time playing. And the Fire King cards are also very good at OTKing, so they can also end the game quickly.
Yeah.
Enough for this card not to be annoying for you if you lose up all your resources on Fire Kings. Then I play a side deck at the Foucault, which should have been main decked instead of the Rabbit, but it worked out because I couldn't use it the one time I placed against Senpai because I won the game 1. And then in the second game when I went first, I just put up this when I got Fubalust, and I won from there after they just put up the Seals board. And I played the Skyburn. This card is really good. Just utility again, Rogue. again.
You can put it in versus
rogue,
anything,
you can
yeah.
put it in against so many things. I used it also against a deck that plays Fiendspiff cards. And this card is also really good for going through that, because when they
The Desiree, right?
yeah, when they try to Desiree, you can just pop the equip and they won't get the negate. So if they put on effort to negate several cards, this will come in very clutch.
Yeah.
And also it can destroy several if you have more Fire Kings on board. So really, really good card. So 15 card, I was confused. I didn't know what to put in. And it was I was tired last night, so I didn't really know what to put in. And then you guys suggested me to put in a monster in the side deck. Do it twice was actually quite nice as an extender. It's not really a starter or anything, but it helped me out.
It did what it
especially going
was supposed to
second,
do,
because sometimes you want to be able to push through boards, and this just gives you an extra push if you already got your engine. But again, it's a one-off, and it's literally just a graveyard revival, so it's not really optimal. To be honest, but it worked out quite well today. Because I drew it in combination with other cards.
Of course.
But that's the deck really.
Alright, is there anything you'd say at the end?
It was a good experience. Nice drive over there, like a 2-hour drive. And big shout outs to Team Paradigm, you, Chris, Anton. Shout outs to guys who lend me cards. Fleming, who from Faros, who have borrowed me bonfires for like
also at
4 months
Nationals,
or
right?
so.
Yeah.
Also at Nationals, so it's been like 4 months that I've borrowed his bonfires ever since they were expensive. And yeah, shout outs to all the other guys that lend me cards and help me get through Yu-Gi-Oh! When I'm poor. Yeah, that's it. I'm happy for having my invite now, so I don't really have to stress myself about that.
That's good.
Especially for national season and everything. So I'm just happy.
Yeah, alright. Team Paradigm signing out.